We have an update for you tonight on a bitter custody dispute that went all the way to the Supreme Court. It involves a girl who will turn 4 next month, her adoptive parents, and her biological father, who turned himself in today on charges of custodial interference. Here's Elaine Quijano.
It's been a nightmare. I mean, we just want our daughter back.
Matt and Melanie Capobianco took this picture with Veronica in 2011, just before they lost custody to her biological father. They fear the next step in their fight for their adopted daughter could be police forcibly removing her from his home in Oklahoma.
How would you feel about that?
I'd feel awful about it. It's the last thing we want, but our daughter's coming home.
For 2 years, the Capobiancos raised Veronica in their South Carolina home. Her biological father, Dustin Brown, had given up his parental rights. But later, Brown, who is Cherokee Indian, invoked a federal law that protects Native American children from being separated from their families. He was awarded custody 19 months ago.
What was the last thing you said to Veronica?
We told her we loved her and we missed her, and she told us, "I love you too. I love you, Mommy. I love you, Daddy." And that was the last thing we ever said to her.
What's been the hardest part of this for you, Melanie?
Not knowing if my daughter was crying out for me and not being able to do anything about it. That was the hardest part.
The Supreme Court ruled the federal law did not apply in this case because Brown, quote, abandoned the Indian child before birth and never had custody. We sat down with Brown shortly after the decision in June.
To take her from us right now would devastate her, would ruin her world.
Since then, a South Carolina court has finalized Veronica's adoption, and authorities there have charged Brown with custodial interference for failing to appear with Veronica at a court-ordered meeting a week ago. Brown surrendered to Oklahoma authorities this morning.
What would you say to Dustin Brown?
I guess that I understand where he's at, because I was there. She's not coming to strangers. She knows us. We love her. We're going to take good care of her. So please just, let's just all try and get along and do what's right for her.
Dustin Brown is free on bail. Veronica is being cared for by Brown's wife and his parents in Oklahoma. Scott, the Capobiancos have appealed to federal and state authorities to help bring their daughter back to South Carolina.
Elaine, thanks very much.